Kevin Garnett's life has given him a lot of interesting stories, and some of them are really strange. The big ticket didn't have an easy time getting into the NBA, and every time he had a chance to prove himself, he took it. Isaiah Thomas knew when this man was young how special he was, but KG wanted to prove himself against the best of the best and send a message while he was getting ready to join the pros. Once, he played against Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, two of the best players in the game's history, and held his own. Because KG didn't give up. Even though he was young and his opponents were good, he knew he was good enough to make it to the league.
What you gonna say now? What can you say now? Made it, Bob!
Garnett joined Quentin Richardson and Darius Miles on the most recent episode of the Players Tribune's Knuckleheads to talk about many different things. At some point, he talked about that amazing pickup and gave more details about what happened and how he almost got into a fight with Scottie Pippen. Jordan hooked me up with Scottie. Scottie was like, "Man, why did you put this young puppy-ass nigga on me?"
On this block, you woo, 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 and you gotta know it. Like, on time.
Man, let me get it. He hit this long-ass three so hard that I looked at that motherfucker. Bam! And I thought, he hit that? When I looked at him, he almost looked like he was saying, "Easy work, man." When I saw his face, it was only natural for me to say something. I demanded. MJ threw that motherfucker and I took 2 dribbles, gave him a little move, and then I let my shit go. Man, my shit hit, dog. I thought I had won first place. Look, I was so tired that I jumped up and said, "I don't know what you think this is, nigga." And he was like, "What, nigga, what?" He threw the ball at me. I threw it back at him. We pushed each other, and I told him, "I'll have these niggas kill you in here."
I didn't even let that motherfucker come on. I just got in there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
KG also said that Michael Jordan liked his game and his attitude, but the GOAT still left the court. Carr Harris jumped up and said, "No, young fella, you can't do that in here. No, young fella." Carr Harris was able to handle it, but that was the end of the game. MJ said, "Young man, I love you, young man." Yeah, but he got out of there fast. I looked up and saw that I had been fucking up the whole way. We were just going crazy. Kevin Garnett is a big legend who has never given up on anyone. He brought that energy everywhere he went and always felt like he could beat anyone in the league. He didn't learn that in the league. He was like that when he got into the association, and once he started beating the other players, things got a lot more fun for him. Fans may not see another NBA player with a career like Michael Jordan's for a long time. Jordan's accomplishments in the NBA and his overall impact made it clear that he should be thought of as the best player ever. So far as we can tell, Jordan is at the top of our GOAT pyramid. But one of the best things about Michael Jordan's claim to be the GOAT is that the current and former NBA players back him up.
NBA champion and 5-time league MVP, Michael Jordan.
Speaking of that, Kevin Garnett, who used to be a star in the NBA, agrees that Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Kevin Garnett has been in the news a lot since he left the NBA.
It's like being in a Lamborghini doing 200 with your head stuck out the window. That's what this last...
You done that, man?
I don't have a Lamborghini to begin with.
He has talked about the league and its players. KG and the rest of the NBA on TNT crew talked about whether Michael Jordan or LeBron James is the GOAT during one of these shows. During the episode, someone asked which player got the most criticism from the media, and Garnett got very angry while defending Jordan's status as the GOAT.
It's over. Ain't nothing to talk about no more, right?
Man.
Everybody in their lane now.
Who got a chance to catch him?
I thought, I was going to ask you. Katie got a chance to...
Are you serious? First of all, he was no longer playing sports professionally. He was here when everyone else was.
I was so focused in my craft that's what matters the most. But to win, you have to give parts of yourself to other people and look at people in a different manner.
People thought of Michael Jordan as a machine. Are you serious? He was not nice. Even though he didn't believe anyone else, he still won.
Jordan couldn't do this. 38? Man, 38 in the league is really like 45.
And he did what everyone else said he couldn't do and won. You could tell how badly he wanted it. You could see how hard he tried. Magic and Bird were still in the league at this point. Man. When basketball was about to go out of style, that man saved it. When there were drug addicts and fat guys in camp, who do you think started getting in shape and coming to camp? Day one, I was ready to go. Who began that? That was started by Michael Jordan.
I would watch him get into it with somebody, and he actually would get into it,
it was either because he didn't respect them and it went like that, or he respected them and it went a whole nother way.
When his teammates questioned Michael Jordan's status as the GOAT, Garnett was very angry. He gave a few reasons why Jordan was and will always be the best basketball player ever. Even when we look at LeBron James and Michael Jordan's careers side by side, Michael Jordan has a lot more to offer. In related news, Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce were a great team on the court, and when they were at their best, the Boston Celtics were a powerhouse in the Eastern Conference. They made it to the NBA Finals twice, but only won once.
And I just looked, and I just like, holy, and I just let go, man. This is that point where you just like, yo, this is surreal. Yo, slap me, dog. Like, yo.
In their first season as the Big Three for the Celtics, they had a great year. After they both stopped playing, KG and Pierce became a funny duo that makes NBA fans laugh every time they talk.
Yeah, it seems like everybody know it.
They have joined forces on Showtime to make their own show, which has some interesting ideas.
Look at the 24-second clock. Look. You should be in the corner. You just have to look in the corner for this.
They even tease each other in front of their fans. In a recent episode of their show, Ticket and Truth, they talked about the famous trade that sent them to the Brooklyn Nets and how it changed their lives. After a few years in Boston, they were traded to the Nets, which looked like they were ready to win a title. Unfortunately, this was the first time the Nets learned that building a super team doesn't mean you'll win a championship. Even though Garnett was 37 and Pierce was 36 at the time, many people still thought they could help the Nets win important things. As soon as they got there, they saw that things were going to be different. In 2013, Jason Kidd was a young coach. He didn't care that Garnett and Pierce were his friends. He pushed them to the next level. During a recent episode of their show together, they talked about Jay Kidd, who is now the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, in a funny way.
Take it easy on 77. Oh, take it easy on him. Oh,
Dude, wait, I thought this was going to be easy because Jay Kidd was the coach. Every All-Star game, we know Jay is a player coach. KG said that Kidd was their friend and that they didn't know what was going to happen next. Man, when we got to training camp, I asked Jay, what the hell is this? He really got us going. He was talking to us on the phone, and I must have given him some wicked looks.
The stuff you probably hear about me is not even true.
I told Jay, come on. Garnett added his 2 cents and talked about how things had changed for him, but not in a good way. I thought the league got better as you aged. I thought it was getting easier. Pierce said that they used to do this when they were younger, and he wasn't ready for the Nets to go back to those days. They were probably nearing the end of their careers.
I told them I wanted to go first, man, because I know we got the OGs in here. I know y'all got a bedtime in a minute, so I wanted Bill Russell to hear my speech before they all fell asleep.
Jay Kidd didn't care and made them work hard no matter what. In the end, they weren't able to do much for the Nets, so they retired while playing for other teams, putting an end to 2 good NBA careers. Now, they talk about everything while Kidd tries to win a championship with a great duo made up of Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving.
He can still do that. He can still spot up.
This is the epitome of hustle.
Kobe Bryant and Kevin Garnett.
Fun to watch.
And Kevin Garnett says thank you. An unbelievable debut year here in Boston.